What's up, guys? Welcome back to Western Slow Bigfoot. I'm by myself today. My wife's at home. I am gonna trek into the Twin Sisters area again. And there's a gate right here, and there's a little dirt road that runs up that way. They still have it closed, which is really weird. I don't know why they still have that closed, because the snow's melted off pretty good. There's still a tidbit of snow, but and the top of the peak, because back up in there. But I've had incredible activity back here, so. And I'm unarmed. I'm in the process of buying a 357 and a 9mm. I need to start arming myself, not against a Sasquatch, but against the wildlife. They can be mean, especially moose. So all I got's a knife, and so I'm gonna trek back in here and see what kind of activity I've got back up in here. I've got my little camcorder with me. It's just a high def camcorder. I'm still working on saving up to buy that camcorder. I want really top of the line camcorder. It's about $1,200, so I've got about 700 more to save up. So yeah, and if anybody wants to help, any kind of donations and stuff like that is extremely appreciated. It all goes towards helping me with equipment and helping me doing this and keep doing this, you know. So and I try to bring some really good stuff to you guys. I'm in some really good areas, but let me get ready here and trek on in there. Hey guys, so I'm back. I'm not far off the trail. You can probably hear the vehicles about a quarter-mile away. Lake's right across the road. I thought I'd step in here and check it out. It's really thick right in through here. Again, proving once again that Sasquatch don't care how far away from humans they are. There's a bunch of these logs. There's a power line running up through. I don't know if you could see it on the video, but there's a power line running up through there. There's a bunch of little log stacks from years and years ago. There's people walking the trail today. Let's get over here. This camera is not the greatest on stabilization. It does pretty okay. If I see any footprints out here. I thought I seen a really cool structure. There's a tree break. That one might be natural just for the fact that it's pointed not towards humans. Well, I mean, if you were to go down there several miles, there's houses around the back side of that mountain. There's a few houses. There's probably like 3 houses, but I don't know. Usually those breaks point towards human activity. So that could be natural, but see what's going on up here. Oh, it's so thick, you know, anything could be watching me and I wouldn't see it. This is definitely a hot spot. My really good encounters took place off in, let's say, that direction right there. But I try to make it over to that direction and see what happens. I sure can't wait to get that camera though. That really good camera that I really want. Like I said, I take donations and stuff. PayPal, and donate through PayPal. There's a link on my YouTube down there. Shoot, man, even if it was $1, I got 2,000 subscribers. Each one donates $1, I can get some equipment. I really, after I get the camcorder I need, because I seem to get these guys on video all the time, get some really, we'll try to get clear image of them, because they manipulate your equipment, and I've argued with people many times, and I try to tell people this isn't my first rodeo. I spent my life out in these woods, 30 years dealing with these guys, and I'll be damned, when there's a Sasquatch around, they start glitching out your equipment, making it fuzzy, blurring it out. It's happened to me before. You gotta, like, my cell phone takes really good images, and shoot, I could sit there videoing with my cell phone, and suddenly my cell phone will glitch out, turn blurry, out of focus, and I keep trying to tell people, man, that's what Sasquatch do. They're not a mindless ape running around the woods. They're not. I'm sorry. They've got a crazy intelligence, way more than what we think. And I've been trying to tell people that. And then people sit there and tell me that these structures that I find, they're windblown. They're storms, and they're not made by King Kong. It's like, well, oh wait, that's way out left field. King Kong's a animated character. And I'm sorry, but you know, when these structures appear, they can appear overnight, they can appear over the winter, they can appear at any time, and they've all got characteristics of the way that they are built. And I'm sorry, the wind doesn't pick and choose locations to build these structures and build them in the same characteristics, such as X's and teepees and, you know, pyramid shapes and breaks and all that stuff. They just don't, the wind doesn't just characteristically build those the way they, you know, the way they want them to be built every single spot that you go to. Because I could find an area with tons of structures, and then all of a sudden I'll go miles and there won't be a single X, there won't be a single teepee, there won't be a single, you know, hut structure, break, nothing. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's a bunch of them laying all over. There's all kinds of activity. And I keep trying to tell people, those are not windblown. And I'm just really, I don't argue with people anymore. And on my social media, I think a lot of these guys, I don't know if it's jealousy or what the hell their problem is, but they get on there and they talk really bad to me. They say really bad things, and I don't even argue anymore. I simply block them. They don't deserve to see anything that I have to offer here. I wasn't born yesterday. I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm looking for. And these guys just think, they get on there and start talking shit, laughing at me, and what are you even doing on a Sasquatch site if you're going to sit there and treat people like that? You know, get off your cell phone, go do it yourself, I dare you. You might get your leg broke, or you might come up missing, or you might get mauled by something. I risked my life to come out here and do this, to gather evidence for myself, and just to educate people and present my evidence, you know what I mean? So I really like doing it. I'm very addicted to it. I can't get enough of the structures, and I never will. I'm so fascinated. There's a really old break. That could be from an elk or something. Elk or a moose. And I don't know, I try to inform people, but you know, if you're going to be negative about stuff, scroll on by, because it's not worth it, because I'll just block you. I ain't gotta hear from you again. I ain't gotta hear it, because I hate the negativity, and I hate the hate that humans have. They've got us. I wish humans would stop. This is one of the reasons why Sasquatch won't show their face. Humans are just mean. Mean. I don't know. The Sasquatch should be up in this area. I would think they should be up here, if not any time now. I know there was so much snowing through here. There was no way I can get it to any of my areas. And this ground is incredibly hard to leave footprints. But I do this for myself, and I do it for all the people that really appreciate what I try to do here. They know that these structures are not, man-made or wind-blown or anything like that. They know. I just block all the bad people. I blocked a bunch of bad people from YouTube trying to get on talking crap. I just got cell phone service. That's amazing. That's crazy. I'll be way out in the middle of nowhere and get cell phone service. Where are you at, Squatch? I was kind of watching this Sasquatch researcher the other day, and he was saying he's the best researcher out there. Ain't nobody like him. He has worldwide fans, and I'm just like, I shake my head. Don't act like that, Don't be a negative person like that and think you're the shit. You're all there is, and you're the shit. And you're better, so much better than everybody else. Just simple. Stop thinking like that. That's ignorant. If you're going to be talking like that and acting like that, you should just hang it up, man. You're not the best Sasquatch researcher. If you are, you'd be shaking hands with the creature right now. It's so thick back there. But he was just going on and on about that, and I shook my head. I changed the channel. Unfortunately, thousands of people follow the guy. As in my book is kind of sad. You follow a guy that's all about himself, and he talks so much shit like that and thinks he's number one, man. He's nobody better than him. That's in my book. Anyway, it's funny too. The Forest Service will come in here and clear cut a lot of this, and the Forest Service will actually instruct the crew, the higher up people, will instruct the crew to come in and cut down Sasquatch structures. Any structures seen by Sasquatch, cut them down. Ow, I'm getting a phone call. So see who it is and what the hell they want while I'm up here squatching. I can't believe I got cell phone service. Hello. Oh, it was my dental appointment. They want me to confirm that I'm gonna make it. Yeah. So anyway, let me. I don't bore you guys too much, but I'm just filming the forest area. You never know when they're gonna pop out, and they tend to watch me. They tend to come right up on me. I'm wearing a camouflage shirt. Yeah. They could still see me though. I'm horrible behind the camera, trying to talk to people while I'm on camera. Oh man, am I horrible at it. I try though. Yeah, I got that good video of that Sasquatch running by. He peeked his head up over the log and ran by. And it was a bit fuzzy, but you could see him. You could see his eyes and everything. I think that was a fabulous video, and people give me a lot of shit about it. And it's like, get off the couch, go out there, you do it. Plain and simple. I think you can do so much better. Have at it. Anyway, guys, let me shut it down for a minute and look up some more here. Get in a different area. Okay. There's no air up here. They currently have this road closed off. This is the one I was telling you that they have closed off. There's the peak. Beautiful up there. This is the road. Let's cut off the road and cut back into the forest here in a minute. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I come up on this. This is something else that they do. They just put all these leaners up, kind of like a half teepee type deal. None of these logs are from here. None. And they are heavy. See what I mean? They're not from here. This is something that they do. Well, this is fascinating. Incredibly fascinating. That's what they do. Not sure what it means. Could be a kind of a blind they were building. I don't know. And then there's this X right here. Look at that. More. And again, this log, this side of the tree, that other log, the tip is on that side of the tree. And see how it's laying on that branch up there? Laying on that branch, a little branch that runs off there, along with a leaner behind it. 2 more leaners behind it. It's not wind blown. I'm telling you, the wind does not do that. The wind doesn't take the bottom part of the log, stick it on this side, the top part on the other side of the tree. And on top of that, the logs aren't from here. The wind doesn't pick them up, blow them around, assemble them, throw them back down. This is also a lot of characteristics of what they do. They'll drag logs in or push them over right where they stand, or they can naturally fall over. So it's called the Sasquatch lumber yard. And here's a bunch of stuff all piled up here. This log's so cool. Well, let me get back at you. Get on top of this rock right here and see how all these branches and sticks are kind of woven in, laying on top of each other all crazy. And this forms like a small X. The rest of that goes up into that tree right there. This is something that they do. And they just, there's a log cabin kind of look, kind of an area right there. And we're not far off the trail. The trail continues up that way. It goes for like 4 miles up that way. I really want to look up. I want to go back down and go across the lake and look at a section up above Cone, or up towards Cone Mountain area. See if I can get back there anywhere. See what's going on back there. I remember, I think I filmed this last year, and I remember these, but this one right here is not, I don't believe that was there. I could be wrong, but I think that's new. Along with that one right there. That one looks like it might be new. I don't know. Kind of thinking it was, but could be wrong. Something tells me it's new though. Kind of forms a big X on the ground too if you look at it. Yeah, because they also like to make the X on the ground too. They like to make them at different angles, straight up or flat on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna walk a little further and see what I can find. What's up, guys? So I ran into this little structure on the ground. Each one of these logs did not come from here. They were drug in. All these logs were drug in to make. See how the one comes through here, goes out that way, and it's in between, stacked up here on the corner. There's another corner right here, and again this is another log right here. It didn't come from here. This is stuff that they do. Matter of fact, it's behind that little aspen tree. And these have probably been sitting a while. That could have even grown like that. But and then you got this log. Again, that log isn't from here. This whole little area of logs are not from here. And it's stuck in between and stacked, kind of like a log structure kind of thing at a joint, coming back down to make like a little X. But then you almost got like a box shape right here. Don't know what for. That log comes down this way to meet that one on the end, and this one comes straight across. That's pretty intriguing. It's fascinating because just to know that this wasn't done by wind, it wasn't done by elephants, it wasn't done by elk, it wasn't done by anything. You had to have a pair of hands to make something like this. And these logs aren't light either. It's fascinating. I really hope you guys enjoy what I show you, and just know that this was done by the big man himself. Actually, well, they're big here, but they're not real tall. I've never found a huge footprint. I think the biggest footprint I found was 13, 14 inches. And I had found some really good footprints at a lake high in the mountain up there. There was just a few sets of them. The strides on them were wide, mid-tarsal break, everything like that. This is kind of cool. A little box. Huh, interesting. I said I bet at one time there was way more structures than this, and here the Forest Service comes in and cleans it out. They come in and tear their structures down. They're ordered to do that. It's get back in here. It's so thick, you know, they'll see me before I see them. So, and they're gone. They bail out. Huh. That's cool. How that got wedged in between there. Huh. It's just so thick, full of these lodgepole pines back here, and this is the stuff that they love. They love this kind of stuff. Well hidden. Plenty of wood to make structures. The structures they're symbolic of some sort. They symbolize what they do to others, and maybe even humans. I don't know. Maybe. It's crazy. You can still hear the cars. I'm quite a ways up on this mountain, but okay, let me get back at you. I think I'm going to walk up that direction a little bit. What's up, guys? Check this break out. And this break is pointed right towards that trail. You guys want to hear something funny too? The trail's about 30 feet away from me. No, I wouldn't say 40, 50 feet away from me. I'm standing in an open spot right here. And some people were hiking down, walking down, about 4 or 5 people. You know, it's funny, I stood there and looked at them. They had not a clue I was there. It goes to show you, man. They come walking down. I'm 40, 50 feet away, right there in the open, standing there, holding my camcorder. They walked by and did not even see me. That is so funny. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, this is a bit weird to me. The Forest Service came in and cut down all these trees. One of them had a sign on it right there. They came in and cut these trees down. I was through here before it got cold this last spring. And it's got another tree with that on it. It says bearing tree. And past this point, nothing's been messed with. And it says land survey monument, please do not disturb. It was located as part of the official land survey. It helps defend land ownership lines. Huh. Well, why would they all of a sudden come in here and do that? There's another tree. It's just this little spot right here, this little area that they done that with. They just came in here and hacked down most of these trees here. I wonder why they did that. There's another tree that's been cut down. They came all the way back here just to cut this little group of trees down. I don't know. Maybe if somebody sees this video and has a little bit of insight on why they may have done that exactly, because there's a marker. All this wasn't here when I was last through here. If somebody has some insight on it, maybe they can leave a comment and tell me why they did such a thing. That's weird to me. That hasn't been like that. That's new, right before it started snowing. And why they came in and did that is kind of weird to me. Here's some small Sasquatch stuff going on right here. See how this stick's been stuck in there? It kind of forms a max. This one's leaning on this one. This one was put up into that tree. Oh, nice. Little subtle stuff that they do. Not entirely sure why, but they do it. Let me head upwards more. Okay, I'll be back. What's up, guys? I was headed back down the mountain, and here you go with the X again, another X. And again, the bottom is on this side of the tree, the top is on that side of the tree. Wind don't do that. That is a characteristics of every X you find. I'm sorry, wind doesn't make a nice symmetrical X, and wind doesn't pick and choose where to put them, and wind doesn't distinctively build them the way you find everyone built, with the branch that way, or with the tip that way, and the bottom this way on this tree. I try to tell people that, but they in their little minds, they think, oh, wind, Sasquatch is a mindless ape. Yeah, first of all, he's not even an ape. They may have some of the DNA, I guess, but they don't act like it. I don't think they are. They don't look like an ape anyway. And you got this tree. It didn't even come from here. It was sat up in there to probably make a little X. My guess. Interesting. Fascinating. They came by and did this. For what reason, I don't know. Okay, let me head down the mountain more. I want a little spot down below on the mountain where I actually spotted a Sasquatch. Didn't get him on camera. It's too quick. But he was a red one looking out from behind a tree at me. Okay, I'll be back. So I made it back to this road midway down the mountain. It's closed off. It's permanently closed off this section. I was up there a ways. I decided to come back down. Something is trailing me. I can't see it though. It's off over that direction. I can't see it. It's been trailing me since up there. And yeah, this is the beautiful area I'm in. One of these days, I'm going to that spot right there. Something trailing me up there. It's keeping out of view. It's keeping just to the south of me, up that way of me. I kind of got a guess of what it is because bears don't trail you, and if they did, you usually see them. I mean, I know they've known to stalk, but that doesn't happen up here at all. It almost sounded like a little bit ago before I turned my camera on. There was a little vocal or something that didn't sound like anything you hear. And I'm unarmed. I got my Damascus blade on me. Let's just hope it, if it's a Sasquatch, cool. Heard it again. It's right up in that area up there. Come out, you little sumbitch. Come on. The whole time I couldn't see him either. He's either crawling on all fours, he's spider walking, or something. I don't know. Just know. I wonder if I shouldn't. No, damn it. Back at the road. This you can drive on, but it is also closed for now. It's closed off. I wonder if I kind of circle. Back in here. Let's see if I can get up in here without stepping in that foot of snow. Sounding like he's in there somewhere. Stabilize myself on a tree and zoom in real quick. Back where I'm pointing right now, a little further to the south, is where I actually spotted. He was looking around at a tree at me, a red looking Sasquatch, not very tall. And he took off, and I wasn't filming, I was in the middle of walking. Could I zip back in here? I don't know if I got enough time to. not hearing anything now because I think I cut him off because he was trailing me coming this way. Because I came from that way coming down and he was trailing me over in this area somewhere. I'm not hearing him now. He's like, shit, man, this guy's brave. He just hooked it to the left and came into the forest. So yes, I did. Nothing but a blade on me. It's really funny, the government and everything's trying to keep guns out of people's hands. Law-abiding citizens like yourself and me are getting denied. I got denied, and I have nothing on my record. I had a no insurance ticket one time, that was it. And they denied me. Makes no sense. That's why I put in that appeal. And that's what I'm waiting on, actually. See what they... I just got cell phone service again. It's the third time. Guess I keep popping into a signal somewhere. Those mountains, man. If y'all could see that. This is my squatching country. Well, you know, I'm not gonna raise sin as somebody else squatches in this country. Somebody tried to do that with me and I told them they can kiss my ass. You know, not keeping me out of these woods. My family's been up in this area. My grandparents been up in this area. Shit, man, over 100 years. So, yeah, they're not going to keep me out. And I can't keep nobody else out. If they come up here, they find good stuff, I want to see it. I'm a nice Sasquatcher, you know, I don't believe in all that hate bullshit. Jealousy. Talking shit about one another. You got to learn from one another, man. You know, wake up. Don't be hating on each other. Stop the hate, man. Shit. This country's falling apart enough as it is. Let's be cool. I think I see another X. But it was back in here. And I want to say, just beyond like that X, what I think is an X, just beyond there. Well, he was peeking at me that when I was last here. You could be sitting in this stuff right here, watching me. It's so thick I can't see in there. One little eye is all they need, sticking out of a little hollow area and some foliage. That's all they need. And they're watching you. I don't know if this is next. It looks pretty suspicious. That's strange. This tree right here, I completely peeled off of another tree, busted off and laid up there. Because the tree that would have came from is not right here. I don't know where it's at. I'll be darned. It didn't come from any of these trees up here. Nothing. So there you go. There's another sign. Drop that tree right there. Very cool. Yeah, that's what they do, man. It's crazy. I still hear cars on that main highway down there. It echoes so well. I really need to get a gun though. It needs a little protection out here. There's come up some hairy stuff that's happened back here. And oh, I got service again. What the hell is going on? Why am I getting so much service? I'm way back in the woods squatching right now. I can't believe I just got service. Sorry guys. I need to reply to that real quick. Almost look like a footprint, but I don't know. Oh, that piece of moss right there knocked off something. It blows my mind. I got service right now. Yeah, I was actually hearing something trailing me, making vocals. I hooked it going west, coming down the mountain a little bit, and I hooked it to the left, and it stopped trailing me because I cut it off. Yeah, pretty crazy. Sorry, I was talking to somebody on Facebook. Facebook. Hate Facebook. By the way, if you guys ain't went and liked my page, Western Slope Bigfoot News, you could share all the kinds of stuff on there. Just no selling and no spamming it or I'll kick you out. But yeah, come like my page, man. And if you're interested in something like this, that little clip, like my hat, oh yeah, Western Slope Bigfoot Research Organization, founded by Z Splat. Was that a vocal I just heard? I don't know if the camera picked it up or not. Right when I was goofing around with my hat. Yeah, that's the my hat clip that I made. They're 16 bucks, 20 bucks with the shipping. It takes me overnight to make those. And I got pins, clothing pins too. I sell for 7 bucks, $4.50 shipping. Very well built, very cool. I'm selling those to help fund my research. I'm trying to do anything I can to help fund what I got going on here. I need equipment. I need help with fuel. You know, different stuff like that, so I can keep trucking and see if I can catch one of these guys on video. I'm fixing to go down to the other side of the lake. I'm not seeing a heck of a lot. I think I just heard a vocal though. That was crazy. Sound like somebody's playing a high-pitched flute. That's what they do, man. Hitting a high note on the flute. Yeah, you guys should go check out Northwest Georgia Cryptics. I've been on their show a couple of times. Cool guys. Really like those guys. They're awesome. Northern Minnesota Bigfoot, they're pretty awesome too. I like them. He's got some pretty good stuff, you know. He's in a good area. Go check them out, though. They're pretty good stuff. You know, I'm not ashamed to mention other researchers. You know, as long as they support me a little bit, I'll support them. Because it can't be a two-way deal, you know. There's some I subscribe to, and they're just too good to subscribe to you. A sub-on-sub thing. They're too good for that. Even though that might have really good content, they won't do it. Good for them. That's all I gotta say. I'm still subscribed to some of them because, you know, they got some pretty okay stuff. Well, I'm not gonna mention them in videos. Gotta support one another, you know what I mean? Support each other. Well, crap. Well, maybe let me start walking back. Oh, I want to apologize for the last video too. It was a pretty good video. Had some good structures. Lots of X's. As you know, this area's got a lot of X's. These guys are territorial. Big time. Ooh, I don't know what the fuck that was. Excuse my lingo. Oh, I just heard. I'm back over that way. You hear cars, but it was in the mix of the cars. Whoa, that was crazy. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. I do have a gun. Anyways, I was going to say, I just want to apologize for that last video. For some odd reason, I just got service again. For some odd reason, my video at the end, when I was showing those footprints, possible footprints, it decided it wanted to flip on me to the side. Not a clue why it did that. It's done that a few times to me, and it really, really, really upsets me. It looked fine when I was putting together the video on the computer, but it flipped on me. I don't know why it did that. That's sure upsetting, though. Okay, guys. But yeah, I want to apologize for that. At least it was at the very end, and I ended it within a few seconds of it doing that. So, okay, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to another spot. Check it out real quick. Okay, I'll be back. So I was coming back down, and this looks like an old print in the snow. Looks like toes or something maybe up in there. If that's a Sasquatch print, boy, that's a big one. That's the biggest one I've ever seen. And keep in mind, I wear a size 12. Oh, matter of fact, I got a tape measure. I neglect to measure these goddamn things because I just get so in a hurry and whatnot. That's reading about 17 inches. Huh. What do you guys think? It's interesting. It's old. Not that old, but because it's been pretty warm out. But there's not another footstep out there. That's the only one. Interesting though. You'd think if he, yeah, I don't know. Kind of looks like one, but that's a big footprint though. One of the bigger ones I've found. I'm almost to the lake. You can hear him closer to the, getting closer to the road and where people park and hit the trail. I just thought I'd come back in here because something was telling me to come back in here. was like a trail. Ouch. That hurt. This was right on my neck. There's an little old road. And come out further down from that power line cutout that I was telling you about. I was telling you guys about. There goes a little speed racer down the mountain. Motorcycle. Whee! Hauling ass. I don't see any footprints in that snow. I just look back in here. Ew, it gets really thick back here. Holy crap. I almost can't walk back here. My back's about to fall off. That damn thing hurts. Where are you, Squatch? Where are you, Sasquatch? Another speedster going down the road. Wham, 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 wham. I try to tell people the Sasquatch don't mind being this close to humans. I mean, that last Sasquatch, I snuck up on him. That was obvious in the video. And people are like, oh, how could you do that? How is that possible? And I was just like, well, for one, they're used to the humans that are 80 yards away, 100 yards away. A bunch of tourists go in this spot, and they drive up the main road. They get out in this parking lot, and they go take pictures, and it's just nothing but forest from there on out. And that's a spot that I go into, and it's really good. Like almost every time I go in there, I get something. And they're used to the human noise. So as I walk in there, they pay no attention because they hear human activity. You know, you got to think about things like that. They hear the human activity, and you go walking into a spot where, like, you could hear the road, you may even hear people down there, and you come up in here, your chances of running into one are pretty great because he's used to hearing the sound of humans. So if he, you may walk right up on one. They don't care if they are next to humans. They come right down into town. They do it all. They don't care. See if I can find a way out of here. They don't care if they're next to humans. They come right down into town. My neighbor was a non-believer. She's a believer now. As long as you don't see them, they're cool. Chances of you seeing them are pretty low, even in town. People's reported them looking into me, looking in their windows, all kinds of stuff. And they don't care how close they are to humans. They are. They don't. I'm telling you. You don't have to go 10 miles back into the woods. You'll probably find them there too, but you'll also find them right up next to people. I keep trying to tell people that, but they keep insulting my intelligence. I hate it when my intelligence is insulted. I'm a maintenance guy, you know, I build things. That's like telling me that's not the way it's built. It's like, really? I've been doing this for how many years? And there's a guy too, he says that these are made by Sasquatch. And those are not made by Sasquatch. Shrews and moles do that kind of thing. And they burrow that dirt right up and over limbs and small logs up above, you know, like this. They'll go right up and over the top of it, giving the appearance it looked like something drug dirt right over the top of that. And he's nice, you know. And you're not going to find a hole, because they live underground. That's what they do. They eat bugs underground. Usually bugs are just underneath the surface, and that's where they go, you know. And they dig and pull dirt back as they go, you know. So you're not going to find a hole. But look at all the worms that are there. This is what they eat. They eat these little worms. They burrow. That's not from a Sasquatch. If that's from a Sasquatch, I'll eat my goddamn boxers. Just don't see Sasquatch doing that. It'd be different, but it's well known that shrews, moles, and I believe something else does those. Makes those little piles like that. Because they don't have a solid tunnel that they cruise through all the time. They dig and burrow their way as they go near the surface and push that dirt back out. Anyways, guys, I'm getting close to where I'm parked, and I am going to hang it up here, and I'm going to try to get over by the other side of that lake. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm over here by the lake. I think this is a structure that I filmed last time I was here. I can't get up to it because it's marshy and wet and nasty. But there it is right there. People argue with me about that. I know better. That's not a man-made structure. It's not a hunting blind. No, the wind did not do it. There's all kinds of evidence that Sasquatch do that. That's what they do. This is probably something that they'll chill and sit in at night for game. A hunting blind for game, basically. And there's all kinds of little breaks here. There's these little breaks. But I'd actually got that. There was still snow on the ground too. And that's just not something that the people would do and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I've been trying to tell people that, but they look at me like a moron and insult my intelligence. Oh well. And I'm just off this little trail. There's another trail that runs back up that way. So, weirdly enough, my battery is dead. It was full when I came out here. Okay, well, let me change that out. I'm up on this little knoll of a hill of rock, and there's the lake, and there's all this rock structure buildup right here. I keep hearing something. I don't know what it is. Again, another pile right here. And what's funny is, last time I was here, there was a rock on top of that. A quartz rock. It's gone now. And I'm about to show you a really cool structure. Different people said the Forest Service did it. Man did it, blah blah blah. This thing is huge. It's a huge, massive structure. It's not done by your typical Forest Service clear cutting. It's not. I'm telling you. I know the difference between. I showed you a video where I think they did that. They made these almost teepee structures. A couple of the little teepee structures were questionable, but you could see how perfect and how nice they're set up. And typically they don't put them up that high. Why go through the work when you can cut them down into little logs and throw them into dome piles and burn them when it snows, you know? They just don't set them up like this. This one's been here a while. There's actually a picnic table next to it that they put in because it's near the trail. And people are just like, oh, that's a picnic table, it's not real. Ooh, look at that. There's a whole pile of quartz. That wasn't here last time. Tons of quartz right here. All over the place. Oh, look. I didn't see that. There's a big old like quartz vein right here. With another rock. That wasn't there last time. I remember this. Yep, I remember this. There's like a big quartz vein here. And then there's a bunch of quartz all busted up. Look at this one's been peeled back from right there. It was sitting in there, that rock. And there's a whole pile of quartz sitting here. That's amazing. Sorry, had to get a picture of that. See, the Forest Service isn't going to come in and do a clear cut and push the trees over. All these have roots. You know, they're going to cut them up. And they're going to put them in little log piles like I showed you a little bit ago in this video. They'll put them on these piles. And they don't come through and make these massive structures. And they don't leave all these logs laying here. These logs have all been drug in here to contribute to the building of this structure right here. This is just not man-made, I'm telling you. People think I was born yesterday, man. I've experienced a lot of this kind of thing. And the fact that how these logs come way out, that's typical Sasquatch activity. Root ball on it. Doesn't even seem from here. It's drug up in here. A lot of the root balls are up into the structure. And this is just right off the trail, too. They don't care. They do not care how close to civilization they are. Shit, they probably... What? There's some stuff stacked in it? What the hell is that? There's your picnic table, guys. Some people totally discredit it because of that picnic table. That was placed after that. That is just what they do. These huge logs. The Forest Service don't come in and just randomly do this kind of thing. I'm sorry. I keep saying it over and over and over. And then inside, you know, they interweave these logs. See how there's a log that goes straight across? And then this. What the hell? That's barely sitting on there. That's barely balanced on there. And then you got a mini fire pit. Oh my God, that's stuff that they do, folks. Guys, I'm telling you, that's what they do. Let me get a little picture of that. Let's set my camera down for a minute. This is interesting. I'm almost afraid to touch it because it's just barely balancing on there. That's intriguing. That is intriguing. That's oh, why do they do that? It's like they're mimicking. My little camera has a little stand. Hi guys. It extends out a lot further than that. I was just so I can get a couple of little pictures. See how this is a fork and the log is through that? This isn't so. This is Forest Service don't build them like this. I'm sorry. I guess somebody called and said, I'm not going to say names, it's their opinion or whatever, but they actually called and said, Forest Service said, yeah, we did that. Of course they say that. I'm surprised it hasn't been removed. Guarantee you they didn't do that because the Forest Service tries to hide a lot of this kind of thing. Oh, is that a stump? Boo, wake up. It's just a stump. And as you can see, lots and lots of trees laying on the ground here. And then you got this crazy thing. It's just not done by humans. I'm sorry. What they do. Walk over here to the trail. It's really weird too. There's nobody on this side. There's people clear on the other side of the lake, but nobody on this side. Let me get back at you. Let me go find another spot. And probably one more spot. I'm going to call it good. Thank you guys. Alright, come across this. I wanted to show you. I think this has happened sometime during the winter. These all these trees fell. I could be wrong. They could have already been like this. I can't remember if I filmed them or not. You'll have to tell me if you've seen any of the video. Yeah, that big old tree. This one. A bunch of them will be pushed over. I'm not saying, Sasquatch did it. This is something that they can and have done. Being that there's a trail right there and people walk that trail, they'll drop a bunch of trees like this, and it's used for cover to hide them from out there because there's a lot of trees laying right here. It's crazy. That are just laying down. Storm could have. That's storm looking stuff, by the way. Big difference. And it's not that often unless you get a crazy storm come through that's just going to start dropping trees. It just doesn't really happen that easy. But Sasquatch like to sit and observe people. And that's what they do. I hear some people. Woo! I'm having so much fun in the forest. Yeah! Whoa! There's all these trees just laying down. That's so insane. And I don't remember most of these laying down here. Remember those. I don't remember all these guys. I might have them on film. I don't know. There's sure a lot of them laying down. There's actually an X integrated into this one. I think I filmed this last time. This is a good area for Sasquatch. From there on back, it's a Bigfoot world, man. See this X? That was here last time I was here. It was two trees pushed together like this. That's crazy. And then behind that, there's some more structures and stuff. They're laid in and integrated in another X right there. I don't know if you can see that. Another X. That's pretty amazing. Amazing stuff. I got another guy. He's coming with me Wednesday. We might go trek further back into here. It's always nice to have somebody with you. this kind of ground here is kind of footprintable, but you know, this Sasquatch will walk on top of that. Walk on top of that, leave nothing, bounces back up. They go out of their way not to leave footprints. Very smart at what they do. And look at this this old branch. It's been cut off by a human. It don't matter. There's some cut stuff out here. Forest Service comes out and does that. But it's jammed. It's jammed up there in the top. And see, there's a bunch of limbs and stuff sticking off the top, so how would that naturally get there? Especially with all that mess, because it was placed up there. It had to been. There's no other way that would get up in there like that. I'm sorry. I am so far from my car again. I almost smell skunky. I know I still smoke cigarettes too, and actually it helps fend off the wildlife, letting they don't like it, letting them know that you're coming through. I should quit smoking. I need to. My blood pressure's a little high from it. Just all these trees, man. All been dropped. There's so many right here that are like that. Freaking crazy. And there's something else that they, you know, something that they possibly did. Tried integrating that X right there. And clear. See that mountain right there on the other side? I was right about in there. Right before you really start to go up. That's where I cut back and came back down. I was all the way up there on top of that. And then now I'm all the way back over here. Walking, might I add. Oh, I've done a lot of walking today. I'd like to have a beer. I shouldn't. My wife gets mad at me for it. Stop your goddamn drinking. I don't get violent or crazy in any way. It's just I'm an alcoholic and I need to quit. Stop your drinking, Zeus. There's get this spot right here. It's all cleared out, lined with logs. It's all cleared out. Interesting. He's got all this deadfall, all this stuff laying around. You got all this crap. There's so much stuff laying down back here. Yeah, it's weird. I had a full battery. Usually when I only do that much filming, only half of it gets drained. This is another more Squatch activity. See how they integrated all that? Weave all that together like they do. There's a lot of little subtle Sasquatch stuff back in here. Definitely their playground. Bigfoot world, man. There's another little spot right there that cleared out. This is all cleared out. Really weird why that is. Well, there's no little branches, all kinds of little stuff like that hanging out. There's all kinds of stuff going on in here. There's an axe wedged right up in that, leaning right up into that. And that tree that's making the axe isn't from here. Wedged right up in there. See how that tree's from there? That one's not. It's part of the X. Oh shit. Did I just get a very small wood knock coming from that direction? Something clicked on wood. Might be getting up too close into their territory. I know that was a very slight, sound like a slight wood knock. Oh, there's definitely a Bigfoot world in here, man. Looks like a path, like that way. Look at here. Here's your typical X with the middle stick running right through the middle of it. That's interesting. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get a picture. You guys probably see my phone getting that picture. Definitely either like a stick that broke or I hear a lot of water right now. There's a freaking river running down there. Interesting. What's that doing way back here? Very interesting. You got a rock stack right here. Set that down for a minute, guys. Let me get a picture of this. Oh man, expansive wilderness out here. Oh, a little bit nervous back here. We head back down this way. I don't have any water with me, and I haven't eaten. I need some food. I've got some stale cheese sticks in the car. There's all kinds of subtle little signs, you know. You guys can probably see a lot of it right onto the video. There's stuff like that down there. This is sorry, the allergies are bugging me. I guess that's not from here. It's not from anywhere around here. There was something else I wanted to film again when I get back down below here. Kind of get back into the open area. I might split this video into two so I don't bore people. They tend to not, if it's too much of a video, they seem like they don't bother watching the whole thing. Crazy. I've had to have lost a lot of weight today. Here's another X structure. Kind of two of them actually. There's one here and there's one right there. It goes back that way off of this tree. They take and push trees down and make stuff out of them, you know. See how that limb is wrapped around that? It should have busted any of those off if it was coming down like that. There's your big X. That's definitely some activity that they do. It's not wind blown. It's really not, guys. It's not wind blown. A lot of cleared off spots. Oh, well, this is all cleared. I could swear I just heard like footsteps. Thump, thump. Kind of what it sounded like. Thump, thump. They do. The Sasquatch will ground stomp. Oh, I see my band and all that I filmed last time. See if there's anything new added to it. Scare the piss out of the people at the lake. What was that? Actually, they pay no attention to things like that unless it's right up in their grills. In their grills. Look at this, is all cleaned out. It's like all cleaned out, and around it you got sticks, and you've got a little, you know, like a boxed in structure area, and this is all like cleaned out. It doesn't look like anything recent is sitting there, but, and there's a fresh limb. Where'd that come from? Huh. Here's this bend. Really cool. Here's the bend. Pushed underneath that. That tree did not fall and make that like that. This tree was standing straight up there. That tree is too far away, if it did fall, to catch the top of that and bring it down. It's just, it just didn't happen like that. And they always take, on these bends, not all of them, but a lot of them, they take another tree and lay it right behind the bend, and sometimes on the front. But you could see how it's behind this, and then it goes down behind that log on the bottom down there. It's hard to see. It's what Sasquatch do. Usually that points towards water, drinkable water, which is cool. Cool. Here's this little structure that I was talking about. It could be a little guy that done that. I don't know. But then they took this huge limb with pine needles on it, and it's been busted off, and it's been leaned up against this. For what reason, I don't know. And it didn't come from here. That limb. It's just on there. It's like a blind, you know, they could be sitting behind there. But I scoured this whole area and I can't figure out where that came off. A fresh tree. Really good Sasquatch stuff right here. Put all these sticks up. Maybe a little guy. He done that probably last year, because I filmed that before. Just wanted to show you guys again, see if anything changed. That loop over there is pretty badass though, isn't it? See the loop-de-loo? Okay, let me hang it up here, and I might just end it. I might go ahead and end it because my back's killing me, and I covered a lot of area today. I probably got a lot of stuff on video. I hope you guys don't get bored with it. I hope you guys enjoy. I might split the videos up. I don't know. Anyway, I walked clear around back that way. Now I'm going to walk that way because I'm definitely closer that way. So, anyways, guys, I really hoped you enjoyed watching. I really appreciate the subscriptions. Please like and share. Hit the bell icon. That way you get notified when I upload videos. I've been trying to get a lot of content for you guys and a lot of good evidence for you guys. And let me know if you want a Sasquatch hat clip. Again, this is the Sasquatch hat clip. It's really cool. Goes on there nicely. And that's 16 with $4.50 shipping. So it's like $20.50 for that. It takes me overnight to make those and the pins and everything. If you want a pin, it's the same kind of Sasquatch. There's a front-facing Sasquatch. I got all kinds of stuff. You just have to hit me up. You can hit me up on the Facebook website, Western Slope Bigfoot News. Don't forget to go like that. yeah, but I really appreciate you. The subscribers that subscribe to me. I mean, in a year, maybe even a little bit less than a year, I've got over 2,000 subscribers. I try to get you guys some really good content. I tend to find them. I know what I'm doing. I find really good structures. I do my best at what I try to do. Sometimes my videos may be a little bit boring, but I always find something. And sometimes it's big, sometimes it's not that big. Again, feel free to donate, help me out. That would be a huge relief. Getting donations in, and it's in a link. It's at the link on my YouTube channel there. You can donate whatever you want to donate, because whatever you donate, you guys are super awesome for donating, and it would really help me out so much. I can get such good equipment that I can afford on my own, and get you guys some really fabulous content. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all you so much, and we'll see you next time on Western Slope Bigfoot, guys. Thank you so much. Much love. Be safe out there, and ignore the haters. Okay, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.